Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me for this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, a very auspicious time of year. And I wanted to share a story of a man who walked amongst us, a teacher who almost died in search of his personal truth, the meaning of life, his self-liberation and personal enlightenment. And it's a familiar story to all of us who are on this hero's journey, this journey of self-actualization. But it's a story that gives us hope in reaching our spiritual goals and nourishes our soul in knowing that we are not alone in our trials and tribulation, and that in fact they work to serve our journey. His name was Gautama Siddhartha, and he was born a prince. A yogi came to his father and told him that he will either be a great emperor or a great sage, and his father, wanting him to be an emperor, coddled him, kept him in the castle, kept him in a place of lavishness and abundance, away from the world, away from suffering, for fear that if he saw suffering and felt compassion, he might walk the path of a sage. At the age of 19, Gautama had been married to a beautiful woman and had a son. He had asked his charioteer to take him out of the walls of the castle, somewhere he had never been, and he noticed this man on the side of the road walking with a walking stick, and he's asked, "What is that? Who is that? What is happening to that man?" And his driver said, "That's old age. It happens to all of us." It blew his mind, and they kept driving, and he saw a crippled man, and he asked, What is this suffering? And his driver said, "That's sickness. That happens to many of us here on earth." And later on, they drove past a funeral, and he asked, "What is that?" He said, "That's death. None of us escape that." And this blew his mind. This opened him up to a whole other world. And about a year after this experience, he couldn't take it anymore. He loved his son, he loved his wife, he loved his life, but he wanted to go on his own journey of understanding. So in the dead of night, he left everything he had. He left his riches, he left his love, he left his identity, he left his family in search for truth. And it took him many, many years. He studied at various mystery schools. He studied various yogic and mystery practices. He walked as a samana for many years, which is a person in India who doesn't eat. He's on his spiritual path and doesn't seek food. He finds food when people offer it to him as he walks on his spiritual pilgrimage. And 4 years into his pilgrimage, he was skin and bone. He was constantly in this place of searching for truth and meaning and looking for it in every nook and cranny of the world. And he finally reached a point where he almost died crossing a river. And while holding on to a branch, he asked, "What's the point of this searching, this seeking? What's the point of all of this?" And he realized in that moment that part of the journey was to go within, that the answers were within. So he found the strength to cross the river and sat under a Bodhi tree and vowed not to open his eyes until he reached his enlightenment. And this was the journey of the Buddha. And he realized in that the answers were all within him, that the seeking brought knowledge, but the truth was deep inside, that the purpose of life was to live and experience and to just clear the blocks within, stopping him from experiencing divinity, experiencing his truth and the meaning of it all. Does this sound familiar to any of you as well? I know in my personal search for self-understanding, I've come against my own shadows, my own trials, my own tribulations, my own limits, my own limiting beliefs and conditions. And it's those things that have kept me from that truth. It's also the external seeking of the journey that has created trials and tribulations. This Scorpio full moon celebrates the enlightenment of the Buddha. And we can use this energy of the eclipse, this energy in which the veils are thinned and lifted between this world and the other, to connect to our inner truth. Scorpio represents the deep waters of knowing, the waters that are psychic within us, the deep truths that lie deep beyond the surface, the truth of our power, the truth of our regenerative abilities, the truth that we are constantly transforming. Our body is brand new at about 20 years, our bones regenerated, our tissues, our cells, all brand new. So we're constantly creating, we're constantly regenerating, and the truth is all within us. It's just a matter of illuminating it. It's a matter of sitting with our shadows to conquer them, to heal them, to transcend them, to love them, and to accept them as the totality of who we are. Now, this full moon lunar eclipse, we have Uranus, the planet of enlightenment, across the sky from the moon in conjunction with the sun, helping us reach our truth. We have Mercury in retrograde close to the sun, helping us to reflect on what we need to do to overcome our own challenges, to understand our journey so that we can grow and evolve and reach whatever our own personal enlightenment is. So for this meditation, I wanted to focus on the light, the illumination that the full moon can bring us. The light of the sun is an external journey. The light of the moon is an internal journey. So if you'd like to join me for this meditation, I invite you to find somewhere quiet and cozy where you can sit down, relax, close your eyes, and tune in to the meditation. Beginning by straightening your spine, pulling up through the crown of your head, rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, releasing the belly, breathing deep into the soft belly, about 8 centimeters below the belly button, allowing the diaphragm to breathe for you. Taking a moment here to notice your internal environment. To allow the breath to enter in and create space where there's restriction. To create flow where there's stagnation. On the exhale, to release what doesn't serve, creating more and more inner space. If your eyes are not already closed, I invite you to close them and focus your attention in and up at the third eye. As you continue breathing in, creating space in your head, in your throat, in your chest, in your arms, your back, your belly, your thighs, your hips, your buttocks, your calves. Space in the palm of your hands, in the soles of your feet. Space between your eyes. Space between your thoughts. Exhaling what doesn't serve. Inhaling more and more space. And as you create that inner space, I invite you to ease into it, relax deeply into the spaciousness within, beginning to breathe in and out of the heart space. Focusing your attention on the heart, as if you had two nostrils on your heart center, and you're inhaling and exhaling through those, activating the heart space, expanding it, allowing the energy in your heart to begin to radiate out. I invite you to take your focus up above your head, moving up and up until you find an opening, a space where the light comes in. About 300 feet up, keep moving your focus up until you find this opening, this light. And when you do, beginning to allow it to pour in through the crown of your head, noticing the softness of this light, its gentle illumination like the moon in the dark, pouring in through the crown of your head like a soft liquid light, tingling, sparkling, moving down over your crown, down over your head, your throat, down over your shoulders, illuminating along the way in the darkness of your inner being, noticing cells like stars twinkling as this light continues to move down over your chest, your back, your belly, down over your buttocks, your hips, your thighs, down over your knees, your shins, your calves, down over your ankles, your feet, and down deep into the ground, connecting to the center of the earth, creating a connection between earth and sky, Father, Mother, and bringing this energy back up through your feet, your knees, your spines to rest gently at your heart space, the center of connection. Beginning to breathe in and out of your heart space again, allowing that shaft of light to continue holding you, anchoring you into the earth, into the sky, and beginning to look out around you, radiating that light out of your heart space into a starry night, expanding that energy out to wrap around the earth, the solar system, the galaxy, creating a sphere of light. Within that sphere, holding worlds, holding realities, holding all experience, holding species of beings, colonies, holding existence, and allowing this light radiating from you, radiating through the shaft to illuminate the shadows within and without, softly, in a gentle glow, allowing them to rise, to be seen, to be loved, to be witnessed as part of the all, nor good nor bad, nor shameful nor wrong. It's part of the process of being human, part of the experience that is you, part of the totality that defines your lifetime here on earth. And allowing that soft glow to transmute all the heaviness into love. Beginning to download the energy of unconditional love through that shaft, connecting you to sky, and up through the shaft, connecting you to earth, bringing them both into the center of your being, allowing that love to radiate out into that sphere you've created, and love on everything. And as that love pours over the dark spots, the shadows, the sparkly stars, allowing truth to become evident, the truth of your power, the totality, the truth of your potential, the truth of your divinity, the truth beyond polarity. And honoring that truth. Allowing the illumination of the full moon eclipse to bring a revelation of love. A revelation of your divinity, your potential, your purpose as a divine being embodied, loving all of it, the messy, the ugly, the joyful, the struggle, the ecstasy, the elation, the hard times, all of it, for helping shape your journey and bring you to this moment of revelation of self-understanding, this moment of remembering remaining in that light. Gently beginning to breathe that dream back into your heart space. Breathing in and out of the heart center. Returning that shaft of light back into your heart space, from sky, from earth. Bringing it all back into center. With every inhale, feeling more and more alert, more and more awake. When you're ready, gently opening your eyes. Returning into the room, finding a place to focus. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that served. Please let me know how that felt in the comments. I love hearing from all of you. I'm wishing you so many eclipse blessings and would love to gently remind you that there might be some intense moments for us, intense emotions coming up with this Scorpio eclipse, intense memories and experiences that are coming up to be observed, to be witnessed, so that we can heal, integrate, and transform them, so that we can overcome a chapter of the past and reach our own personal enlightenment, a place from where we can journey with more ease and grace into a future that feels nourishing and loving and good for the soul. If you'd like to join me in person, you can find out details about that, or you can join me live online for an event. There's also information of our online community, the Creation Weavers, all in the link below. Sending you all so much love and happy eclipse. Many, many blessings. Satnam.